Annyeong, Kpop Obsessed admin Teresa here, and we're officially launching our YouTube channel. So this is my intro video. So, of course, my name is Teresa. I am 30 years old. I currently reside in Visalia, California, but up until 4 years ago, I grew up in Columbia, Pennsylvania. So, it's a little bit about me. um, my, let's see, my top groups. Of course, obviously BTS. I also love EXO, GOT7. There's a rock group that's not as popular. They're not really around as much. They're on hiatus, called Royal Pirates and Day 6. I also, and Big Bang. I love Big Bang. So, there's 6 groups. My biases are Namjoon, V, Hobie, Amber, and J Park. And a couple other artists that some of my favorites are Dean, DPR Live, and of course J Park. I also really love James Lee, who's from Royal Pirates, but he's solo now. Okay, so let's see how I got into K-pop. I was really bored one day, and I'd never listened to K-pop, never listened to any Asian music, watched anything Asian, like K-dramas. And so one day I was really bored on Netflix, and it was just one of those days where you're flicking through everything and can't find anything. So I ended up coming across a Japanese drama called Good Morning Call, and I saw the picture that they had, the thumbnail, and I thought he was really cute. So I ended up playing it, and I fell in love with like everything about the drama. And so after that, I ended up watching Boys Over Flowers, and I loved the soundtrack from it. So I really loved Because I'm Stupid from SS501, and I really liked Lee Min-ho's voice. So I ended up making a Pandora based on Lee Min-ho and also SS501, and then that led to just a general K-pop Pandora list. So I would listen to like the songs on Pandora, but I would never take the time to look anyone up because no one quite stood out enough for me to want to. And so one day I was doing my makeup in the bathroom and ended up hearing, it wasn't a song, but it was just a group of guys like goofing off and laughing, and they were like freestyle rapping, and they were either like supporting each other, cheering each other on, or like making fun of each other. And I couldn't understand what they were saying, so I was just, nonchalantly like not really paying too much attention. But then I found myself laughing along with them, and it was like the more that they carried on, the more like in love I fell with how they were behaving with each other. Because I got the feeling that it was like not scripted, they were just goofing off and hanging out. And the feeling I got was that they were close, like best friends and brothers, and it gave me the same feeling I got when I wouldn't be with my best friends back home in Pennsylvania. And at the time, I'd already been here a couple years, and I was super homesick, like super sad all the time, depressed. I really missed my friends and family that I had back home. And so it gave me that same feeling, the nostalgic feeling that I would get every time I'm with my best friends. And so I was like, you know what, like, I want to know what these guys look like and how, if, like, it's genuine, if they genuinely are this close. So I looked up on YouTube. I ended up finding the lyric video. Turns out that it was Circle Room Cypher by BTS. And they didn't have any pictures on there. They just had their hip-hop monsters and their names. So I saw Jungkook, and I was like, okay, that's an interesting name, and I want to know what he looks like. So I looked him up. He was hot. And then I was like, okay, like, he's gorgeous. Let me look at what the rest of these guys look like. So I ended up, looking up BTS and found out he was 17, so I was like, no, that's jailbait. So never mind on that. So I didn't have a bias for a while. But I ended up spending that first night, I spent the entire night just looking up crack videos, and I watched like all their episodes, their bombs, and I just completely fell in love. Like, it wasn't even the music at first, it was just them and their personalities and how they behaved towards each other, how they treated each other. And I fell in love with that. Their closeness, you can feel it. And that's one of the things I love about them. So I pretty much went from being basically ignorant and not knowing anything about K-pop to BTS trash in a night. And that led to me looking up other groups, and that's how I fell more in love with like Big Bang, and I ended up getting Tang's album after that. And so yeah, my love for K-pop just ended up growing from there. Let's see, what else about me? If I could be in a K-pop group, what would I be? I can't dance, but I've always been fascinated with choreography and dancing. So I would definitely want to be a dancer if I had that talent. Like, especially when I watch Hobie dancing or Jimin dancing, it's like something takes over them, and you can tell that they love it, that they're so completely wrapped up in what they do, and it's easy, like breathing to them. And that passion is something that I've always admired, and also the complexity of what they do, like how a choreographer even thinks to come up with some of those moves. It's amazing to me. So I would definitely want to be a K-pop dancer if I could, but unfortunately I'm pretty clumsy, so I end up like running into everything. So that's never gonna happen. Let's see. My first K-pop show was this year. BTS. I went to the LA and the Oakland concerts. For the LA, I went with Diane. Hi, baby. And the second one, I went with my son. He's 5. He loves BTS. He always says that Namjoon is his daddy. So I'm not gonna, disagree. But I took him. He had a blast. He loved it. And one of the nice things that I love, like, the best, I ended up falling more in love with my fandom army, because my son, he's very outgoing with kids and stuff, but also he's very shy. So when we went to the concert, he was so overwhelmed with such a big crowd of people. He got super shy and kind of like withdrew within himself. And as soon as we got to our seats, everyone around our seats just started fawning over him, and they were like asking him, like, do you love BTS? Like, who's your favorite? Are you happy that you're here? Are you excited? And they were just telling him like how cute he is, and they loved his like little BTS baby army shirt, and they ended up like giving him like hugs and high fives, and they made him feel so comfortable that my son was able to relax and enjoy this concert. And so I'll forever be grateful for those strangers that we met that day that didn't know us, didn't know my son, but they helped him feel so comfortable and made the experience so much better for him. So I'm always going to be supportive and love my fandom army. Okay, so let's see. How far I would go for a K-pop show. So for the farthest was going to LA. That's about 2.5 to 3 hours away from me, depending where you go, because LA is pretty big. That was the farthest, but would I go farther? Depending on who it is, I would go like at least across the state. I would drive. I don't even care. Depending if it's good enough, I would go. Let's see. Have I ever met an idol? Not really. The closest I came to meeting an idol was when I went to the Amber Lou and Justin Park Gone Rogue tour recently. Justin Park came outside, and he like ran through, we had 2 lines, and he ran right through us, and he was like slapping hands and stuff. And he ended up grabbing my hand twice when he went by, back and forth. And I didn't officially meet him, but he touched me, so that's like the closest I got into it, and it was amazing. Um, so, but I really hope to meet people, like, eventually. I really hope to meet Amber, like, face to face and tell her how much I love her. And, okay, let's see. What I love about K-pop. A few things. It's led me to open up more, be more outgoing, more open to things, more open to trying new things. Growing up in a tiny town, I never wanted to leave. And I moved here because I felt like I had to for other people, not myself. But now after K-pop, I actually want to travel more. I want to get out more. I want to experience new things. And that's something that changed that I never would have thought I would have begun to imagine before. It's also led me to really amazing people. And there's like some of the most welcoming people I've ever met in my life. And it's helped me grow as a person. Like, I'm not as shy. I'm not as sad. I was really homesick, like super depressed before, but after K-pop, I have this happiness that I didn't have before. And I hope it continues to help me grow. And with the people I've met, I'm pretty happy with that. I made some pretty amazing friends, and I think all of you are pretty amazing so far. So I hope that we continue to grow not only as a page, but as a group of friends, no matter how far apart we are, in the next coming year, and hopefully even past. Something I want to bring to this page is, even if I can make your day just like a tiny bit better, just make you smile at least once, then I'm perfectly okay with that. I just don't want to take away from how you're feeling. I want to be able to make your day even better and make you feel like, okay, maybe my day was shitty, but maybe it's not so bad anymore. And just a quick show of my room. These are my drawings that I did. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my merchandise and basically my room. So this is my art wall. This one's just my BT21 and BTS member drawings. I do have other drawings for different things like mangas, animes. Currently doing a shiny drawing, but I haven't finished it yet. This is my little drawing corner, but I've been so busy lately that it's pretty messy. My laptop, all my little things. My son doesn't really help to keep things neat either. Kind of just throws things around. It's just an extra closet I made into my little drawing corner. So there's that. This is why I'm single, by the way. So there's my little Harry Potter bottle collections, my sojus, my Chenny inspiration, my little serendipity cactus. There's my Amber's DNA water bottle, which is amazing. Forever cherish that. I do have more BTS albums, but they're currently in my car. Okay. And my books. I also have my concert banners from BTS. My collages. Hi, Claire. There's my concert collage. 2 days I'll never forget. And hanging on my door. Did I mention that I'm 30 years old? Yeah, this is why I'm forever alone. And then my glorious Yoonmin wall. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Now now that we've entered a new year, my wish is that we can all learn to respect each other's differences or our different opinions, that we just love and support each other no matter what. Being so many people, we're going to have different opinions on things, but although we can just learn to respect that everyone thinks differently and still respect each other as people, human beings, and still love each other. We're all here for the same reason, so let's just continue to grow together. No hate, just love and respect. I hope you all have an amazing new year. I love you. Bye.